Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning. Good afternoon and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Enjoying your day. Oh my God. How did I know that there was going to be some BS coming out here soon? We got to talk about this. This is ridiculous, y'all. We're going to talk about it, though. We got to. There's a reason why I'm talking about it, okay? There's a very, very good reason why I'm talking about it, okay? But before I go into my reasons, we, of course, have got to go into the nuts and bolts of this whole thing. We talking about this still. We got to talk about this for a very specific reason, okay? And I know some of you guys are hopping in from maybe you're watching the Letitia Stout trial right now, so I appreciate you guys hopping in and being a part of this. I've decided I think that I'm going to be doing after the trial kind of recaps of big moments that happened during the actual day of the trial instead of actually watching the whole doggone thing, because your boy is busy, okay? Your boy is very, very busy. And there's a lot going on in my neck of the woods. And at least with this, with this particular trial, people are already covering it very, very well. So I think I'm going to step back and let them do their thing and just do some recaps. Okay. So anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. We got to get into this conversation. It's not going to be a very long show. Okay. Not my usual long show, but at the same time, we are going to be getting into this because we got to talk about this. All right. So do me a favor before we get everything on and popping, because this is something that let's just say this. This is something that's been DM'd to me, emailed to me, mentioned to me on Twitter, and people are sharing this like crazy. And I got my 2 cents. Hopefully you're willing to listen to my 2 cents. So, hey, hit that like button down below. Just some housekeeping. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes as we start to file in. If you start to file into the show, welcome to the show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to every single last one of y'all watching the show. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you guys the topics and the conversations that you need for the day or whenever you're watching this show, okay? So let's get into this, shall we? Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. Now, okay. Real quick, this is garbage. I have to say it. I need to get it off my chest, okay? Because I know some people are going to sit here and go, "Well, why you talking about this? Why you rapping about this, Pascal? What's up with this?" The reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is exactly what I said we need to start avoiding. BS. The reason why I'm saying this is because we already have receipts, y'all. We got receipts. And it sucks because in the title, I wanted to say garbage, but I couldn't say garbage. There wasn't enough space. You know what I'm saying? I was out of characters. Okay. I was out of characters in the title. So I had to put in WTH. What the hell? What the hell? This is garbage. And people are sharing this like crazy. Like this is factual. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up, guys. There's a reason why we are doing a live and we are talking about this as a family. Because this article, which is what we are going to be looking at here very shortly, is absolute garbage. Tabloidy BS. Some of y'all might be going, "Hey, Pascal, why are you pushing this tripe?" Right? Well, let me explain this. The reason why I'm not pushing anything, I'm actually condemning it. I'm pointing it out so that all y'all know how much garbage is being thrown out here in these streets with nothing to back it up. Now, let's talk about this really quick. What we know about Bethany Funke and this whole trial, this whole preliminary hearing that's coming up. Now, for what we understood, we've talked about it on countless occasions. We also brought really great panelists to come onto the show. Everyone from Sleuthy Goosey to Andrea Burkhart. Shout out to both of those wonderful women that came on to put in their 2 cents about everything that's gone on with Bethany Funke, this new development, right? And they're saying, people are speculating that maybe prosecution is just shivering in their boots, scared out their mind because Brian Kohberger's team, the defense, has actually subpoenaed Bethany as a material witness to come in. And they claim, according to their private investigator, who's been doing his own work behind the scenes trying to unearth more information, they say that she has exculpatory evidence that could possibly exonerate Coco. Yeah. And just so you guys, if you guys are a little bit late to the party, which a lot of us are, sometimes late to this party, Brian Kohberger is up for trial for the horrendous and I got to use these code words, of 4 individuals, 4 University of Idaho students that lost their lives in a house on November 13th in the middle of the night. Now, before we go into this article and this BS, a little bit more information. Now, we know from a probable cause affidavit, I know we talk about this. We keep coming back to that over and over and over and over again. I mean, it's almost to the point where you're like, at nauseum, okay? But according to the probable cause affidavit, Dylan, one of the only other surviving roommates aside from Bethany, said in that probable cause affidavit that she saw a man, lanky, a slim athletic build, wearing all black, had a black mask on, bushy eyebrows, run out the sliding glass door. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's extremely important that you hear this piece. Extremely. So let me repeat that again. According to that probable cause affidavit, which only states what Dylan Mortensen saw with her own 2 eyes, allegedly, we have to say, is that she saw a lanky, of course, I'm misquoting here or I'm paraphrasing. She saw a slim athletic build individual, male, wearing all black, a mask, bushy eyebrows, running out the sliding glass door, and he vanished in the night or in the early morning hours of November 13th. Okay? Now, I've said it twice. Twice is nice. That's the only piece of information that we've ever received from any eyewitnesses from inside from the surviving roommates from inside that house. Now, I'm going to skip a few things. We're going to get straight into this article because I know a lot of y'all are here for this article, for this garbage article. Okay? It's garbage. I'm sorry if I blew out your speakers or your earphones. Okay? We got to look at this article. Remember, Bethany is being subpoenaed to be a material witness because apparently she heard and saw some things. Now, according to this article right here, eyebrows have an age. Anyway, according to this article here, they basically say within this that Bethany saw a naked man. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. She allegedly saw, this is from apparently Bethany saw a naked man run out the sliding glass door. Okay? Hold on. Yeah. If any of my mods are here, there is a shadow or a fake account here on behalf of Drunk Turkey. Please, if you can, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Anyway, according to this article, they say that Bethany saw a scantily, not even a scantily clad man, naked as the day he was born. Okay, man, run out the sliding glass door. Hold on, we gonna get into this. Okay, all right. Hold on one second. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Yep. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it's the same because sometimes when they get caught in a fib, when they fibbing and they get caught, they try to refresh the article and change things. So I just wanted to make sure that it's still there. Okay. So according to this, it's saying surviving roommate in the University of Idaho stabbings begs not to face this monster in court, which I do not blame Bethany for feeling that way. Okay. Now, it says the surviving roommate in a University of Idaho situation has begged not to appear at the suspect's hearing. Bethany Funke, 21, was at her rental home in Moscow, Idaho, when Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, and Maddie their lives were taken, okay, on November 13th. Now, suspect 28-year-old BK, a former criminology student, has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree M and burglary. He faces a preliminary hearing in the week of June 26, where prosecutors will begin presenting evidence with the accused yet to enter a plea, according to authorities. However, one of the two survivors, Miss Funke, Bethany, allegedly heard and or witnessed things which could potentially exonerate the suspect. Now, we've talked about that ad nauseum at this point. What could she know? What actually happened here, right? Now, investigator Bethany, okay, who is working for Ann Taylor, and of course, that's BK's lawyer, has subpoenaed Bethany to appear at the accused monster's hearing on June 28th, okay? This part is so important, y'all. This part is so doggone important. According to the affidavit, she allegedly witnessed, let me just highlight this BS real quick. According to the affidavit, she allegedly witnessed a naked man run through a rear sliding door. She lived on the first floor of the home and came face to face with the alleged monster. Now look at this BS. Hold up. Let me just zoom all the way in for all y'all in the nosebleed seats. You might be looking at this and watching this show on a very, very small phone. Shoot, you could be watching this on a damn BlackBerry. Okay, can BlackBerry, old school BlackBerries, play videos? I don't even know. But hey, what in the hell is this bullshit? And I gotta censor myself because I know there's kids in the background listening, going, "Mommy, what's BS?" And I don't want to be responsible for that kid learning a new word today. Okay? So let me repeat that one more time. According to the affidavit, she allegedly witnessed a naked man, a man as naked as the day he was born, in his birthday suit, run through a rear sliding door. Now, this is the part that doesn't make sense to me, okay? No disrespect, but please, somebody make the math work for me, Okay. She lived on the first floor. Don't we remember? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody who's watching right now, hi. Thanks for showing up, watching the show. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. Always, always feels good having y'all here. Okay. Uh last I checked, the sliding glass door is on the second floor. So she lived on the first floor and came face to face with the alleged monster? Don't worry, I'll let you go ahead. Let that marinate in your brains. Let's seep in that brain matter a little bit for a second. I know it's still kind of early for some of y'all. It's like 9:40 Pacific time right now. Y'all still kind of, stretching out the old bones. You know what I'm saying? Exonerating yourself out of your own bed. You know what I'm saying? So please explain this to me. How in the hell did she see a naked... I mean, all you can do is have fun with this article. And it's just one piece. It's just one little paragraph that is absolute garbage. One more again. And the other part that's very important about this is the very first few words of this whole entire paragraph. According to the affidavit, according to the affidavit, okay, we're gonna go there. We're going there. Okay, so somebody tell me where in this affidavit does it say that she saw a naked man? Somebody tell me. Somebody. Nobody? Somebody? Nobody? Anybody? Bueller? This is bull. Absolute garbage. Hold on. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane to make sure I didn't lose my god darn brain. Okay? I didn't lose my mind. Okay? So let's go through this one more time. This is according to this is the documents that we have here. Okay. And I get some things will be redacted and all that, or could be redacted, but I haven't seen anything redacted out of the stuff that's coming from the private investigator. Okay. Not one thing in here has been redacted. 12 points. Let's go through them one more time. For those y'all in the nosebleed seats and for those y'all who are late to the party, maybe you missed the bus the last time, you're going to catch it again. Lucky you guys. Merry Christmas. Let's get into this. So Richard Batanti, okay, being first duly sworn upon oath, deposes and says, number one, I'm a criminal investigator hired by the defense to assist in the representation of Brian Kohberger, Coco. 2, I was asked by appointed counsel and Taylor, AT, to investigate the alleged incident which led to the arrest of Coco. 3, Coco is charged with 4 counts of first-degree M and 1 count of burglary, which we already know. 4, these tragedies took place in a 3-story home. There are 2 bedrooms on each floor, bathrooms on each floor, and a kitchen, dining, and living room on the middle floor. Also, let's not forget there's a sliding glass door on the middle floor. Okay. 5, Coco is alleged to have entered the house around 4 a.m. while 6 people were sleeping/present, taking the lives of 4 people in 2 separate rooms, which, by the way, they were on the 2nd and 3rd floor. Moving on. 6, the people who were located so 6 located, the people killed were located in 2 bedrooms, which we already talked about. 7, Bethany's bedroom was on the 1st floor. Oh, I'm just letting you guys know real quick, just so you guys have a legend or whatever. Okay. Isn't that what it's called? A legend or a glossary? Coco is Brian Koberger. I just call him Coco because it's fun. Okay. And it's a lot easier saying that than Brian Koberger. Okay. So Coco. Let's move on. So her room, very important information. Her room, Bethany's room, was on the 1st floor. 8, the surviving roommate's bedroom was on the 2nd floor. The other surviving roommate's bedroom was on the 2nd floor. Remember, this is Dylan, who apparently was the one to see a man in all black wearing a mask running out the sliding glass door. Okay? 9, this is when we get into Bethany more. Bethany was interviewed by police on several occasions. That's pretty much standard procedure. We can all agree on that. She disclosed things she heard and things she saw. Now, everybody, including myself, are sitting there going, but what did she see? What did she? We all want to know what happened here, y'all. We all want to know what the hell happened here. Okay? 10, Bethany was present, and I highlighted this, was present at the home 8 hours later when the police were called, when they arrived on the scene and discovered the tragedy. During the course of my investigation, according to this private investigator, this PI, I don't know if he has a mustache like Magnum PI, but I guess we'll find out someday. But I digress. According to this private investigator's investigation, it became known to me that Bethany has information material that that Bethany has information material to the charges against Coco. Portions of information Bethany has is exculpatory to the defendant, Coco. Bethany's information is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. So not even Dylan. Bethany resides in the state of Nevada, and it's necessary to subpoena this witness because the witness testimony is material and necessary to this case. Now, let me ask you guys something real quick, because a little pop quiz. Okay. We just read through that again. Okay. Little reading comprehension test for you guys. I know we're all smart here. Okay. Where in the hell does it say that she saw a naked man run through the crib, running out the sliding glass door? Again, I ask you, they say according to the affidavit. Hold on. Let's take a look at all of it. Hold up. Let's go to the top. Okay. For example, there's nothing that says anything in this paperwork. None of it says anything. Oh, she saw a naked man, saw a man in his birthday suit running around and ran out the back door. Nothing. Now, there are, I'm sure, things that are redacted, but at the same time, in the paperwork that we see here, none of it says naked man. None of it. We'll open up the other one. And this is all motion to quash the foreign subpoena. Where in this does it say, oh, she can't come in here because of naked man? This is just regular. They're going, hey, we want to quash the subpoena. You didn't give her a heads up. You didn't even let her know what was going on. How she was served is improper. According to the court, accordingly, the court should quash the subpoena issued purporting to compel Bethany's attendance at the preliminary hearing in this case. But not once in here does it state anything about a naked, mother-loving man. Where is this buck naked man? I'm sorry. I'm not having it. I'm not. This is the reason why I'm bringing up this story. There's a reason, I'm sorry. There's a reason why I'm bringing up this conversation and this story. And of course, we will play the other side of the fence because, you know, I try to keep it somewhat even. Obviously, I'm on one side of the situation, which I think this is absolute garbage. Once again, another article out here putting out a bunch of BS lies, stuff that has nothing to do with the case and the trial at hand. But we'll play the other side of the fence. We'll play that fiddle for a little bit. Okay? We will. Just for a second. But before we go into that, let me check out some of your comments and your thoughts here. And of course, appreciate all y'all for being here. Hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Send it past 300 likes. That would mean the world to me. Okay? Please do that. Please and thank you. A like don't cost a thing. And of course, it helps the show, the story, get out there a little bit more. Again, this is garbage in my personal opinion. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, please crush that subscribe button. Crush it. That really, really mean a lot. Okay. Let me take a look at this. Okay. Let me see what you guys got going on. Michelle Noirs has said, so it's something only she saw and heard and no one else uniquely her experience. Yes, it does say that in the paperwork, for sure. Okay, it definitely does say that. Let me get that here real quick. It does definitely say that near the end of this, saying, hey, she has information that is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. So in other words, Dylan didn't see it. Dylan can't concur. She's the only one that saw this information, or saw whatever she saw, heard whatever she heard, and saw whatever she saw. But doesn't that seem a bit contradictory to the information that we've gotten from the probable cause affidavit, according to what Dylan saw? Man in all black and all that. We don't hear her saying, oh, Bethany came up the stairs too and saw such and such. But now we're hearing from this article that there was a naked man just running out the back door, the sliding glass door, the same sliding glass door that the monster ran out of too. Don't worry, we're gonna play this fiddle. We're gonna play that fiddle for a little bit. But let's talk about this. Talk about it logistically. This article is literally having the audacity to say that she was on the first floor of that home, but she still came face to face with a buck naked man. Do you understand that? Make that make sense. Sliding glass door is on the second floor. The only way she would ever be able to see a man in his birthday suit would be if she was on the second floor. The only way she'd be able to see him physically leave out the sliding glass door is if she was actually on the second floor. This says she lived on the first floor and came face to face with the alleged monster. So everything that Dylan did is BS now? What Dylan saw, the description of this monster that Dylan saw, all black, bushy eyebrows, that doesn't. Now that's what? That's BS? That's nothing now? So Bethany's the one who saw everything. And she's the one who came face to face with the mom. See what I'm saying? Make that make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is the problem with the media nowadays. Now, let me, okay. Let's go on the other side of the fence here real quick. Let's hop on over. Let's play this fiddle. Let's play this tune for a second. Let's just say she did see. We got to entertain it. We got to keep it fair, right? Even though I think this is absolute trash. Okay. Hold on. Petty Kitty just said, I don't buy it. Neither do I. I think this is absolute trash. Maria Gutierrez just said, so funny and disgusting at the same damn, well, I said damn time, but I threw in the word in for you. Okay. It's messed up. Yeah. It's laughable, but at the same time, this is such a sad tragedy. And we are constantly getting people out here adding more and more BS, more and more crap. Remember, there were rumors and BS being thrown out here about Dylan that had nothing to do with any of the case. But people had to put out BS stories about that to the point where other people were wasting their day trying to prove positive against the rumors that are being put out there about her. Nothing that has anything to do with the trial, just about who she is personally. The energy, the time, the dedication, and people digging through her old photos and trying to get content to prove that, against that rumor. Was kind of sad if you think about it, because that was energy wasted. And now we're on Bethany because I don't understand. I just don't understand why. We can't wait for documents to come out. Somebody got to pull out this kind of BS. This is trash, guys. This is absolute trash. All right. JD, thank you for your discernment. Pascal, of course. I'm just as emotionally attached to this, as passionately attached to this story as anybody else that's been covering it or just watching from the nosebleed seats. We all care. We all want to understand. We all want clarity, and we all want to know what the hell happened here. But this is not helping the story. If this is a lie, which I feel that it is, if this is a lie, this is not helping at all. This narrative is not helping the case at all. So, Kimberly said, my name is Jason. I agree, Pascal. Thank you, Kimberly. Jason. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Okay. Risa B. Yes. Or Rissa B. First floor sleeping with door locked. Exactly. Okay. Some of you guys have some crazy, wild imaginations. Okay. So let's talk about the other side of this fiddle, or this other side of the fence. Let's play this fiddle. Okay. Let's play it a little tune. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's just say, well, I'm ready for it. Let's just say that she did see a man in his birthday suit running out the sliding glass door. Let's just say, one, why, right? Why would she see a man running out the sliding glass door? Not a man in all black, but a man with no clothing on running out the sliding glass door. So let's talk about this, y'all. Here's my theory. If this is any way, shape, or form true, which I do not think it's true, just to put in those precursors real quick. What if some dude was out here answering to a booty call? Frat boy, college kid, whatever. Chaos ensues, gets scared, runs out the back sliding glass door. That's the only thing I can think of that could even remotely make this make sense. Because how would a monster go in there in his birthday suit to do one of the most horrendous scenes that we've seen as of late? In his birthday suit, guys. Remember, in his birthday suit. Then you got another person, Dylan, who's saying, I've only seen a guy in all black. He had black clothing on with a black mask, bushy eyebrows, ran past me and ran out the sliding glass door. She saw clothing on the dude. So much that she was able to describe top to bottom what he was wearing, according to this probable cause affidavit. Unless it was a black man in his birthday suit wearing a mask. But wouldn't she sit there and say, yes, I saw a black man in his birthday suit, but weirdly, he was wearing a mask. Oh, and he had bushy eyebrows. And I guarantee you, if you got a naked man running around, are you noticing the bushy eyebrows? Keep it real. Are you looking at the bushy eyebrows? All jokes aside, you're literally going, there's a naked man in front of me. Holy cow. Just saying. The fact that we're even entertaining this is insane. But hey, this is the article that we got today. Wow. Okay. Insane. Insane. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a big, depending on the guy, it's kind of a big deal. When you see a naked man, well, it was cold out, so there was probably shrinkage. So maybe not that big of a deal. But you get what I'm saying. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about. But moving on. When you see a man or woman scantily clad, that's probably one of the major pieces of information you're going to say. You're not going to sit there and say, yeah, he was scantily clad and, he was wearing all black. And no, you're not going to say that. You're going to be like, I saw a naked ass man running right by me. He was wearing a mask for some weird reason. So he was trying to not get the Rona, but everything else was hanging all out. But there he was running out the sliding glass door. So there's a lot to dissect here. That side of the fence where people, because some people, oh God, oh, there's a corner of the world that's going to read this and go, oh, this is true. This is absolutely true. I read it from the Mirror. The Mirror said that the naked man ran out of the sliding glass door. This is the truth. No, it's not. Where in the affidavit does it say that she saw a man running out? First off, saw a man running out the sliding glass door. In the affidavit, it says, and I repeat, she saw things and she heard things. That is it. Not once is there ever anything about her running face to face with anybody or seeing anybody run out the door, especially a man in his birthday suit. But yet, unfortunately, we have media out here that will put this type of trash out here in the world. And that really burns my cookies. Because this does not help the case. It does not. Now, again, let's talk about birthday suit man running out the sliding glass door. What if it is? We got to play that fiddle. What if it is true? Okay. And this birthday suit man could be anybody. Could be a guy answering to a booty call. Could have been there knocking boots with somebody. We don't know everything that was going on with Dylan. We don't. Hey, same thing with Bethany. She could have had a friend over. That could be it too. Like I said, we're playing the other side of the fence. We're playing that fiddle just a little bit. Okay. Again, let me repeat. I do not believe it. All trash. But we have to entertain it for 2 seconds or so. Okay. So, could have been a frat boy or, college kid there for some late night munchies. You get what I'm saying? Getting a little snack. Maybe. But does that mean that's the guy who did everything? Trash, in my personal opinion. Trash. Ruthless Millennium just said, be careful what you read, my friends. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is the reason. Thank you so much for saying that. That's it right there. That's the theme. That's our theme song that we're playing right now. Be careful the things that you're consuming with your eyeballs. Especially y'all who are going in those Reddits, chat forums and all that are just reading everything and thinking that everything is true, and it's not. We see this right here. You see proof. We already looked at, again, according to the affidavit. You could just stop right there. And of course, not everybody, because, before I ever got into the true crime world before I even did a talk show online or anything of that sort, man, I was, you read an article and you consume and you go, oh, okay, so that must be a solid resource. That must be from a credible source. That's crazy. I just heard that she saw a man in his birthday suit running out the sliding glass door. Any person who's a regular person, okay, just a civilian out here living their life, paying their bills, feeding their family, okay, living life like it's golden. Not everybody's sitting here thinking about, wait, so what does the affidavit say? Not everybody's doing that. Hence the reason why I needed to bring this up with you guys. I needed to bring this to you guys to show to you. You have to be careful on the things that we're consuming. Remember, we've been hearing things from so many different media outlets, so many. We've talked about it on so many times, so many different things, saying sources say that this, and this. And guess what? We're starting to hear something completely different about Bethany. Just saying about Bethany alone. We don't know everything yet. And we will know more as time goes on from credible sources. Man, I guess when it comes to this case, this tragedy, we have to rely on the documents and the documents alone. There are plenty of really, really great Twitter accounts that are doing amazing work at bringing up the documents when they do come out. I strongly urge you guys to listen, to watch, and read for yourself. If it's something that you feel that you are that connected to. But if you don't, I understand. It's all good. But I just say tread lightly when you hear things from certain sources, because not everybody out here is telling the truth. Some people are putting out crap like this so that they can get a click. Okay. And that's trash. That's just trash. Let me take a look at some of your comments. And I appreciate everybody being here, having this conversation with me. Okay. And I appreciate you guys not getting upset with me about this. I just wanted to bring this story up because this is a pure, beautiful example about the type of stuff that's getting out here that is not true. There's nothing to back this up. There's nothing to back this up. And I just wish, I just wish that if it is, let's just say, entertaining the other side of the fence, if it is true, that they came with some sort of receipts. Okay? Drunk turkey. Yep. even if it's true, I think you're saying true, it's not exculpatory. It doesn't mean it wasn't cocoa. So it would make zero sense. Yeah. So exactly. Even good point there, drunk. Even if there was a man running out the sliding glass door in his birthday suit, still doesn't exonerate BK, doesn't exonerate Coco at all. It just says that maybe there was another man there. And it's a good possibility there was another man there. Why? It's a college party house. Some of these girls were single, being college kids. Come on, guys. If there was another kid in that house, that's a good possibility. Doesn't mean that Coco is out in the clear, is exonerated, suddenly, released. Hell no. Okay? Still doesn't mean anything like that. Still doesn't. Natalie said this guy's going to walk because so many people are leaking info and publicizing this. You know what? I don't think so. They have too much against him. I think that there's too much evidence that's going against him. It would be extremely strange and wild. We talked about this with Andrea Burkhart yesterday. Okay. Definitely go check it out. It was one hell of a conversation. I mean, obviously I'm biased because I was a part of it, but it was a great conversation. And she opened up a lot of discussion. She opened up a lot of, she sparked some thoughts on things like this. And I'm telling you right now, he ain't going nowhere. Doesn't matter if she walks up and says, like we talked about yesterday, I saw a short, red-headed Asian woman running out the sliding glass door. It's still not going to change anything. There's too much evidence that they have that they're going to keep him there. He ain't going nowhere. Okay. Carolero, yep, exactly. Do your own research before repeating anything you hear or read. Absolutely. And I'm telling you right now, I like I said before, and I don't think I fully said the full thought out, but before I was doing this kind of work in this kind of way, you read an article just like a regular person. You're not sitting there thinking about, you read that according to the affidavit, right? You don't think, well, let me look up the affidavit and see something. You're not doing the extra research. You just read it, consume it with your brain, you consume it with your eyes, and let it seep in the brain, and you move the F on, right? Because you believe that whoever's writing the article is credible. That's why I say it's just very important that, now we have to be even more nerdy. We have to be even more inquisitive about the information that we're consuming now, because some of these people don't have the right information, y'all. But let me show you guys the last bit of this piece of this article, because the other part is true, I guess. This is according to the affidavit, but she alleged to have heard or seen things, all right, which could clear the suspect. And the private investigator argued that she could be a crucial witness. All right. They say this, he's saying that that Bethany has exculpatory information that is material and necessary to the alleged monster's defense. If she refuses to appear, she could face a potential fine of $500 or 25 days in jail. Now, if that last part is true, sure, I just paid the $500. Let me get fined the $500 then. That's what I think. Reading some of your comments, though. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people are talking about it. Sure, whoever wrote this article now is getting some clicks. Okay? Whoever this person is, but this is trash. Absolute trash. Yes, Ner, red hair Asian lady. You know what I mean? Like the other time I said, hey, she might go up there and say, hey, I saw a guy that looked like ZZ Top meets Danny DeVito, totally different, short, long beard, didn't even look anything like bushy eyebrow Coco. Oh, yeah, didn't lie. Yeah. I never said he was guilty. But there's a lot of stuff that's going down the avenue of that. Because I do feel that they got their guy. It could be plural. There could be more. But I do feel that he's looking down the avenue of him guilty. That's what I think. But but they still need more smoking gun evidence. The problem that they are going to have is proving that he was in the designated place at the designated time. That's what they need. A sheath could be, they could walk all over that. There could be there's so much room for reasonable doubt all over that, guys. Okay. All over it. So they need more stuff. They need more evidence to prove that this guy was there. Okay. Faraday just said, thank you so much for the comment. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. BK would love to stare down BF Bethany on the stand and cause her to have a nervous breakdown to render her unstable for testimony. I think defense is using every dirty trick possible. Maybe, because honestly, if this private investigator really did find something that is worthy of being brought into, of her being brought in to talk about this, I'm interested to see what it is, right? I'm curious. I'm absolutely curious. But I don't know if they're trying to play every dirty trick. I think that I don't think they would have brought her in if this private investigator didn't find anything on Bethany. They would have been like, we need to subpoena Dylan because we now know that she came across this guy, a particular person, came face to face with this person. We have that in the probable cause affidavit. We don't hear anything about Bethany in that probable cause affidavit. I know things are redacted, and I'm sure there are things that the courts have seen in the affidavit that were redacted or have been left out, and all that. But still, that private investigator feels in his bones that he has information, or that Bethany has information that could possibly show Brian Koberger's innocence. So I don't think it's the defense playing dirty, but it's definitely a very interesting move bringing her in. And when she does come in, if she does come in, I'm sure she will be coming in. But my personal opinion, I feel like all of us will be at the edge of our seats on June 28th, waiting to hear what she has to say. For sure. The real piscine. Thank you so much. Thanks for being one of the rational content creators, Pascal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm not here to spread. No, I'm not here running around trying to spread rumors. I'm here to quash it, because that's a new word I just learned. Not squash, but quash. I'm here to quash it. Okay. I'm here to damn that. And if it is true, then that's very, very interesting information. And of course, I'll be first to come on here and go, okay, I was wrong. This article's 110% right. That's wild. Where did they get this information? Who's their source? Right? But yeah, this is BS in my thoughts. Tony said, I feel he asked if there was others arrested to throw off law enforcement. Yeah, I agree. Like Gacy. Absolutely. I agree 110%. Natalie, thank you so much. Do you think if Bethany lied or Dylan lied that they won't strike those witnesses? Besides his DNA on the sheath, those are like the only two witnesses. Yeah. Besides his DNA on the sheath, those are the only two people that were there that saw anything, heard anything, saw anything. Again, Bethany's information, her eyewitness account, it's not in the probable cause affidavit at all. We haven't heard anything from her. Literally, she disappeared. She ran, understandably. Not knocking that. I get that. Okay? But I don't think they're lying. I don't think Dylan is lying. Now, over time, especially when you see something so traumatic, when you see something so fast, you were a hair away from your own demise. I'm sure the trauma really hits somebody right off the bat. Sometimes it's like a latent grenade. It takes like a little bit for it to really set off that trauma. But I feel that they've been interviewed several times on several occasions, according to this private investigators' documents. They were interviewed and talked to several times. I feel over time, as they're asking them more and more questions, more details pop up. They start to remember more. Maybe sometimes they remember less. Like, this is all I remember. It was literally this guy, all black, bushy eyebrows, ran right by me. That's all I know. That's all I know. Sometimes over time, that changes. That story morphs. Oh, and then the story becomes, then there's more details to the story. Oh my God, I remember now, he was wearing Vans shoes. Or no, he was wearing brand new Air Force Ones, the black ones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you never, ever know. Okay? So I think that within those interviews, I think they start to hear the truth. They start to learn more of the truth. And I feel like that's why they do interviews, interrogations over and over and over again, because that one piece of information, that one detail might not show up until 2 days later because of the amount of trauma that's going through that person's mind. They're too busy in that, oh my God, 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 that as that oh my God starts to simmer, you give it a day, you give it a couple days, bang, you start to see much more. Your vision starts to open up a little bit, and you start to see a much bigger piece of the puzzle to this grander picture that obviously law enforcement is trying to piece together over time. So I think when it comes to Dylan, and I think when it comes to Bethany too, unless Bethany's like, I heard nothing, I saw nothing. If that is 110% the truth, then she's going to stick to her guns. She's going to stick to her laurels. It's not going to change. But Dylan, given the fact that she is the one, according to the probable cause affidavit, is the one that saw face to face, saw this alleged monster run right by her. You know, I'm sure we're going to see, you know, I'm sure there was more information that she's probably come out with since that probable cause affidavit was released. But this stuff, this article that we just looked at, man, there are so many other stories to talk about. There's so many others, and I get it. The world is so sucked in to the Idaho 4 Brian Koberger situation, Coco situation. I get it, okay? I get it. But at the same time, my Lord, some of these things just need to sit. The BS stories that are coming out now, because I told you guys, I told you on the last couple shows. At first it was Dylan. And it was like this whole breakdown of Dylan to the point of ridiculousness. Unfair accusations that came out about her. Things about her personally that had nothing to do with the trial. Now we're doing this again with Bethany. Just saying, why are we on this weird dismantling of a person's life? I feel like it's starting to go down that route. And I'm just saying now, please don't go down that river. Please don't go down that road, that river, that alleyway. Please don't. Please don't. Okay? We only have a few more months until the preliminary hearing. Dag nabbit, wait for documents to come out. Solid court documents to come out. That's it. Okay? Yeah, a naked man is leaving. Yeah. Everything. You'd see footprints on the ground too, if they were still there. Once you see footprints, a naked dude running out the door, just saying. Oh, and absolutely. Like Ann just said, hold on real quick. Ann just said, this shows desperation of the defense. I don't know. It could be them, like what we talked about yesterday. It was a like a fishing expedition for evidence. They're just fishing for anything. Now that could be desperation, but then also it could just be a person doing their job. You see what I'm saying? They are paying this guy to go out there and do his job, which is to dig and to find something, no matter what. Prosecution's most likely doing the same doggone thing as well. They're digging, trying to find more information. So I don't know if it is desperation. I think it's just them doing their job, in my personal opinion. Same thing with Carolera. Defense setting up reasonable doubt. Absolutely. They've been doing that since day one. So I agree with you 110% on that. But now they're going, hey, we got this. We got this from her. Let's bring her in. This is going to eat. This is going to have more. And if it is a naked man, sorry guys, something's my eye. But if it is a man in his birthday suit running out the sliding glass door, I can see how they can play with that. That sounded weird. Play with that story. Okay? Joan, yes, Bethany needs to tell the truth. If there's any truth to be told, absolutely. She needs to tell the truth if there's truth to be told. And I will say this. Let me repeat that again. If she goes up on the stand, or when she does go up to the stand, I do truly believe she will be telling the truth. And if it is, she saw nothing, it was the truth. If it is that she saw a naked man running out there, it's the truth. I don't think that she would sit there and commit perjury on something like this. She's going to go up there and she's going to tell her version of what if she saw anything, if she didn't see anything, she's going to go up there and she's going to say what she needs to say. And I think we need to all take that, embrace that as it being the truth, because going under oath is a serious thing. And why would she risk her whole life? Why would she risk it all to lie on the stand? So we'll see what happens there for sure. Heather, it would be interesting to see. I hope they all tell the truth. The families deserve justice. Absolutely, I agree 110%. Okay. Let's see. Cindy Herring, thank you so much. A lot of truth that is occurring nationwide is going to be revealed through several of these court cases, involvement in bad activities. Now, we will see. We will see indeed. Because, there's been some crazy stories about the house being a trap house and all that stuff too. I mean, you remember those rumors. There was plenty of those rumors, plenty of interviews from moms of students that matriculated at the university that would go to the parties and say that house was a trap house. That was the place to go get your stuff, your party favors and all that stuff. I mean, we'll see if it's true. Okay, we will see. Barking at the moon. Every stone needs to be turned over. This man is facing a firing squad. You can't take that back once it's done. Yup. Listen. And this is the only, let's be real. Again, court of law. Innocent till proven guilty. We got to make that completely straight funky here. We got to keep that completely present in our minds. Innocent till proven guilty. This is a man, regardless if he has done this or not, okay? Put this in your perspective for a second. You are in jail right now, being accused of doing something so horrendous. You are also possibly looking at paying the most ultimate price, meaning if you're found guilty a few years later, you could be facing a whole bunch of barrels, okay? The old school way. Now, wouldn't you go and try to do everything you could? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for talking on this side of the fence, but we got to play that fiddle, guys. Wouldn't you do everything that you could muster to find a way to get out of it? It's terrifying to think that you are looking down the barrel of a 45. That's scary. Whether you did it or not, that's still a scary thing. Now, if there's a way that you got a team that's going to start going and doing their due diligence, digging around, trying to find things that could lessen the charge, what you're going to get, so on and so forth. I mean, shoot, you're going to do everything by any means necessary. Same thing with these lawyers. Their job is to protect and to serve on behalf of his name, whether they like him or not. That is their job. So they're going to do everything they can to try to turn this thing over, try to throw a wrench in the machinery as much as they can. Let's keep it real. That is what it is. That's what the law is. And then the prosecution's doing the exact same thing. They want to bury this guy. They want him to be the one. He is it. So they're going to do everything they can as well to make sure that this man never sees freedom ever again, breathes freedom, as I like to say, ever again, guys, ever again. Okay. Yes. The book of sugar. Okay. Powdered sugar. All right. Pure as the driven snow. But again, you got a lot of things that are already lined up against BK. A lot. This dude has a lot of splaining to do. Whole lot of explaining to do. Okay. Lord say he got a lot of explaining to do. And if he walks, which I highly doubt, it'll be the shock of the it'll be the shock of the century. Come on, that will be the shock of the century. Okay? Dude walking at the preliminary hearing because they found stuff that exonerates his ass. Crazy. Okay? Raven McCall, yeah, you can send that to me. Sure. I probably won't be doing it on this live, but send it to me. Maybe I could squeeze it in on another live for sure. Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Everyone's saying he's innocent and was set up by the government, but who the hell is he? Exactly. What makes him so special that some random small town in Idaho wants him deed? Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. I get it's so crazy to me that we have gotten to that place where conspiracy has come into play. You know, at some point they're going to sit here and say he was abducted by aliens and then he was dropped in the place. He was beamed into the area during that time. I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's already gotten crazy. It's already gone off the rails, guys. It's already been done that. Okay, let's keep it real. All right. Misty, thank you so much for the 10. Pascal, I apologize for being so late. How dare you? No, it's all good, Misty. I got to catch up the replay here supporting. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Okay. How dare you be toddy? You're fine. You're fine. Love you, Misty. Appreciate you. Sorry, I'm reading some of your comments here. Faraday just said exactly, by any means necessary and within the law. We hear about all kinds of things that can't be used during the trial. Exactly. So they're going to be putting out all kinds of stuff. Like I said, there's going to be all kinds of BS being dropped out here, put out here. Trust and believe there's going to be stuff, movement. There's going to be a lot more movement, I feel, over the next couple weeks. Okay. Once we get into May, I think that there's going to be more stuff. I mean, shoot, we only have four more days, including today, four more days until May begins. Okay. May flowers. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more aggressive movement and more aggressive documents and updates on other people being subpoenaed and all that. Let's be real. I do think that Dylan needs to be should be subpoenaed, because she's somebody who allegedly saw him walk right by her. And if it's not from the defense, I believe that prosecution will maybe subpoena Dylan to show up and give her account on what she saw. It would be very weird if she's not subpoenaed. And we've talked about this with Sleuthy Goosey. We talked about this with Andrea Burkhart on 2 separate shows, just going into detail about that. And I'm telling you right now, and we all agreed at that time, if Dylan isn't subpoenaed, that's weird. If she's not subpoenaed, that's strange, guys. And it does make you wonder, why wouldn't she be subpoenaed for this trial, for this preliminary hearing, and only Bethany? Again, we've heard nothing of Bethany until recent. Heard nothing of Bethany. It's very weird until now. Okay? Funky girl, Funky Gigi just said, wonder what they're going to come out with tomorrow. Can't wait for you to let us all know about it, Pascal. Man, if it's some crazy BS, trust and believe you're going to hear it. If it's crazy, because it's just saying, hey, here's the rumor, here's the BS. Please stop listening to the BS. I love y'all, but just don't listen to it. Let's look at the facts and look at what's been written in black and white legally before we start. Man, if this is on News Nation tonight, my mind will be blown. My mind will be blown. Andrea, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. But wait, I'm dead ash. I'm gonna wait for tonight. And if this shows up on any of these news stations, these media channels that are, they're not my show. They're hella credible. You know what I mean? Or at least should be. It's like they're like the CNNs and the MSNBCs and the Fox News of the internet. You feel me? If they're out here putting out this type of ish, my mind will be blown. And if they're talking about it like it's factual, sources say, heavens to Betsy, I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, I'll be on here going, what the hell is going on? So they're thinking that this is true? Have mercy. Shannon, thank you so much for the comment. Bethany's subpoena was only out there because it's from another state. Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you so much for that reminder. But I did talk about it with Andrea Burkhart about her, Dylan being subpoenaed. And if she was subpoenaed, wouldn't that be public knowledge as well? So that's one thing I think we're still trying to find out. Okay. I think that's one thing we're still trying to find out, but I don't know. DM is definitely the prosecution's star witness. Yes, she definitely will have to testify. But because of the gag order in Idaho, we don't see her subpoena. Or we won't see her subpoena. You know what? That's a good point. That's interesting, Shannon. And thank you for that little knowledge nugget. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Now, if it is, damn, hold on. I'm pulling that back up. So even if it's a court document, and again, this is when I wish I had Andrea in the house, because I'd be like, yo, sup with it. Sup with this though. Now, when it comes to the gag order, I know that it's like everybody who's involved cannot do interviews and whatnot, but we've been able to see documents. We've been able to see legal documents, everything from other affidavits and all that stuff. Documents out the wazoo, and it's all coming from in-state. So as far as a subpoena for Dylan and why, her being subpoenaed, I feel like we'd be able to see that. Not her being brought onto CNN and doing an exclusive interview. But as far as court documents, we should be able to see that. The gag order is to get her to get anybody that's involved to shut the hell up. But as far as court documents, then we wouldn't be able to see any of this stuff. At least that's from my understanding. Now, I could be wrong. And Shannon has a good point there. Okay? Or poses a good argument. But like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a regular guy. So that is something I will most definitely ask Andrea. I will tweet it to her after this show. Okay? Just for you, Shannon. And I don't know how to do that. I don't do that stuff. Hearts to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shannon. Okay. We only see him after they do a document dump, though, you know. Yeah. Okay. So then that's what it is. Okay. But then nonetheless, we will find out. See what I'm saying? So that's not within the confines of the gag order. So we should be able to get documents and see all the stuff that comes out. And it might be late. Okay. It might be late. Might be weeks from now, but we at least will have it. And of course, everybody who's going to be digging that piece out and making it a standalone conversation and all that stuff. And you know, for a fact, I will too, if they do another document dump. Okay. Another DD document dump, you know, a birth in the hips dump. Sorry. I'll take that one back. Okay. I appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you so much for listening and hearing me out. I appreciate that. Tyler, thank you so much. Yeah, you know, of course, when there's something big movement going on, things going on, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it as a family. We have no other choice but to. Okay. Sophia said yes. Gag order blocks anything the court doesn't want us to see. Ah, they get to pick and choose what the public see. Good point. So she could have already been subpoenaed. She could have already been summoned by the court, by this trial. Dylan, I mean. So that's a very good point there too. Sophia, I appreciate that comment. I appreciate the knowledge. Okay. Allegedly, Nene, she is still in Idaho. Allegedly. Allegedly, again. Laura Williams, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, sweetheart. See, now that's the thing. Farrah, I think she's responding to somebody else. It'll be first come, first serve. When it comes to getting into the courtroom, it will be like Johnny Depp trial where people lined up overnight in line and no cameras, have to take notes. Yeah, there. But what's interesting though, okay? What's interesting though, and what up, James? What's good, man? What's interesting about this is that there will be cameras in the courtroom, but they will not be broadcasting it live, which is kind of crappy for all of us that have been so hardcore. All of us, even myself. Man, are you kidding me? This would be the trial that I would live stream 8 hours a day, nonstop. I would cancel everything just so that we can watch this live. So far, they have said, hell no to doing any live broadcast of this. If they did do this, my Lord, I mean, you never know. Anything's possible whenever they decide to do this trial. Okay. Because it could be another year, 2 years from now. But when they do, hey, this judge could change their mind and say, yeah, just broadcast it. It's fine. Everybody and their mama want to see it anyway. So let's just check it out. You see what I'm saying? Just being real. But yeah, Shannon, so far, no live streaming. But anything's possible. The judge might have a change of heart. You know, she might be feeling good, got her Botox, you know what I'm saying, her filler in. She's like, yeah, you know, let's put ring lights everywhere and light up the space so there's no shadows casting on my face. So I look Gone with the Wind fabulous. You never know. You never know. Anything's possible. Kim Banning, thank you so much for the $1 super sticker. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So anything's possible. And it's a long time from now. So we'll see. Or they could do another one just like Letitia Stout, the Letitia Stout situation. They could literally do the same thing all over again. Just really crappy webcam, like a WebEx type of thing where you can just barely make out people's faces and just hear the trial mainly. That could be it too. You know, there's a possibility of that too. So we'll see. A year is a while from now. Okay. Kim, thank you so much for the 5 again. What do you think about the grand jury talk? I think that's not right. What grand jury talk? What grand jury talk? Kim, if you can expand on that, that would be fantastic. Oh, Nini, I appreciate it, sweetheart. I'd hang out with you for many hours too. Hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lulu Bell, thank you so much. Bethany could simply testify that the crime scene was violated, and you cannot send a person to D if there were people streaming in that home. Anything can be planted. You know, I've heard the many theories, the theories, the speculations, and all that when it comes to things being planted. Let me pull this back up again. And of course, there was stories of mistakes being made when they were actually going into the crime scene and all that. So we'll see, what they bring to the table. Obviously, there's the Brady Giglio part of this as well, which we still don't really know exactly what it is that law enforcement flubbed up on. But for a fact, the defense is going to be using that like a mother lover to try to exonerate this guy. Real talk. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what it is. We'll see where they flubbed up and all that. And yeah, I know that there are theories that, because there's a lot of people, on the other side of the spectrum that are thinking that with their conspiracies that certain things were planted and all that. But then I keep wondering, why him of all people? Why would he be the guy? There are plenty of strange guys out here in the world. Why did they pick him of all people? A bit strange if it was planted. Linda, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate the love. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Girl of the Valley, thank you so much for the 10. The other day I was watching Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp. In the movie, he mentioned birth and hips more than one time as a pickup line. Maybe BK Coco was trying to be funny in referencing the movie. You never know. You never know. You never, ever know. That's hilarious. You never know. Kim, thank you so much again for the $1.50 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, that would be interesting, guys. That would be interesting. I mean, we all have movies that we quote, right? We all have movies that we love quoting. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what happened here. Okay. Yeah, Coco. Yeah, Coco. It's easier to say. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not talking about Ice-T's wife, Coco. I'm talking about Coco. Okay? We're talking about BK. Yep. Simple fact, Yaden La. Thank you so much for the comments. Simple fact of people going into the crime scene before law enforcement can completely break the case, and monster goes free. That is a good possibility too. I mean, let's keep it real. There is a very, very good possibility of that too. We have to play that side of the fence too. Now, I don't know about him walking, but I can see the defense using that against the prosecution, using that in their arguments, in their narrative. Hey, the place was contaminated when these kids walked in and found the carnage. There were multiple, there were a bunch of kids that walked in there. You remember, there was a van shoe print, bloody shoe print that was found on the floor, right? On the second floor. Who's to say that wasn't just some innocent college kid finding the carnage and accidentally stepping in a little bit of red and then walking around with that red on their shoe. That's a good possibility too. And I can see the defense using that and running with that mother lover till the wheels fall off. I can see them doing that. It sucks, but it's the truth. Or it sucks, but it's a strong possibility of that. And I can see defense using that for sure. Okay. So yeah, guys. Yeah, there's the other thing too. There's a theory saying that things were cleaned, or there's a conspiracy going on here, speculations saying that that things were cleaned before, that things were cleaned before 5-0 showed up. Like I said, it's frustrating because we all want to know the truth. And some of us can't handle the truth, but we all want to know the truth. We all want to know exactly what went down, how this all went down, and why it went down the way it did. But again, what we've heard so far from other places, from other sources, which now I feel like they're all BS now, is that Bethany woke up, walked outside, saw the congregation of people outside in shock and horror, and she never saw anything. Now we're hearing from a private investigator saying, no. Oh, no. Au contraire, mon frère, that she saw and heard things too. Now we hear from a tabloidy article saying that a man in his birthday suit ran out the sliding glass door. I leave it up to you guys on what you guys think on that, if you believe what you believe and what you don't. But I say right now, more than ever, when it comes to these articles that keep flying out like crazy, be careful what you consume with your eyeballs, because a lot of it is absolute BS. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay? I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay? Do me a solid, because that is the show. Okay? Oh, wait a second. I lied. Hey. Before we go into that, let me just say, Girl of the Valley, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. And just like Girl of the Valley, you can become a member too. Okay? Literally, all you got to do is go down there, hit that join button down below, and support this channel. So thank you. And of course, if there's any new information, any new movement around this Idaho 4 case, BK, Coco, Bethany, Dylan, any of the stuff that's going on, for a fact you can get that information right here on this show. Okay? And I'm going to try to give it to you the best way I can, in the best truthful way I can. I'm not here to try to get, put something up because it's going to get clicks. I'm here to give you guys information and debunk the BS that's out here. Now I feel like that is my job, to come in here, because there's other content creators that will probably take this and run with this and just pull out a whole bunch of BS just so that they can get clicks. I'm here to debunk that ish. Okay, we got better things to do with ourselves, better things to do with our lives. There are other stories and other people that are in desperate need, are in absolute desperate need for justice out here. Absolute justice. Oh, the other thing, you know what? I forgot to say this too. Before I get going. Well, I'm not done yet, so stick around. A streaker, maybe? That's the only part that Hank the Tank. You know what I'm saying? Old school Hank the Tank. That's the only thing I can see on why somebody out here run around buck naked. But I'm sorry, it still is not working for me. And if it ain't working for me, I'm sure it's not working for you guys either. Anyway, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. Okay. Thank you for the new members and all that. And thank you so much for the super chats. To the mods, thank you so much for holding it down for me. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Michelle CD just said, you should look into the Ellen Greenberg case. Her parents are always looking to speak for really to speak to genuine YouTube. Okay. Who will show them justice for her. You know, Ellen Greenberg, hold on. I know I got the theme music going on. I feel like I've talked about her. Hold on, let's see. Yes, I did talk about her with former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer. We talked about it briefly, but I'm telling you right now, I would love to have the family on to talk about that because that's still an unsolved case. Shoot, to me, everything screams the husband or the boyfriend. From what I remember, hold on, I'm trying to remember everything. Wasn't it? Shoot, I'm trying to remember. Was it a boyfriend or husband? Now I'm trying to remember. But anyway, I'll look into it for sure. Definitely, I'll look into it. Okay, for sure. So thank you so much for that, and I will bring it up. I'll talk about it. But what I need is to it would be fiance. Okay, so it was fiance. Thank you, Michelle. Fiance. Thank you, guys. So that is something I would love to bring the family on. So if you got to connect with that, please email me because I'd love to bring them on. I mean, I'd rather have the discussion with a family member or family members than just do a recap of the whole thing, of the whole case. Everybody already knows about, or a lot of people already know about the case. But if I can bring the family in, I think that would make a really great, informative show. Okay, so Michelle, if you can, and you got their connects, please send me their info. Email those their info to me, and we'll rock and roll from that. Okay, I'd really appreciate that because that is still a case that's still just sitting there and has not been solved. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here again. Thank you so very much. It was great. Nice to shoot the ish with y'all. So please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Okay. Send it past 500 likes for me before you head out. A like doesn't cost a thing. And if you enjoyed the conversation, you found it informative and entertaining, please hit that like button down below. And also, most importantly as well, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so as of late. That would be greatly appreciated as well. And of course, hit that bell, that notification bell, set it to all so that you know whenever I go live, whenever I upload, you can be right there and be a part of the madness, which is the Pascal Show. Anyway, guys, appreciate all y'all. See you guys in the next show. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very soon. Have a great afternoon, guys. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.